So welcome to the video. We're doing another cool vlog today. We're going to talk about training and carbohydrates. I really want to dedicate this video a little bit more towards carbohydrates too. You're going to get a workout in this vlog, of course, but just want to talk about carbs and their roles and what they are and what they provide to the body. Now keep it simple. So complex carbs, potatoes, anything that's not man-made, anything that's grown. I know rice gets a bad rap as a simple carb or complex. Well, white rice is simple, but it's honestly, it's not bad. Yes, you're gonna probably have a little spike from it, but it's way better than, donuts, chips, any type of processed carb. So white rice, still, if you're doing that, you're fine. But also, if you gotta remember, if you're trying to lose body fat and you're having a hard time, maybe white rice isn't the best thing because you might be having these spikes from it. So that's just temporary. Remember, cutting some things out is only temporary. It's not for long term, and you need to know that because your goal is losing body fat, and maybe you're insulin resistant. So having a rice or carb in general isn't good right now, and there's stuff that we could do to get you back being insulin sensitive, which is what we want, because insulin resistant type, if we're in that state of insulin resistant, we potentially could lead down to type 2 diabetes, and we want to avoid that. So, and again, you got to know your goal. Whatever your goal is, you want to eat based on that. So if you're overweight and you're eating a ton of carbs and your lifestyle is not as active, you're more in a sedentary lifestyle, is that going to feed into that goal that you want to get to, as in fat loss? It's probably not. So you gotta make a sacrifice and put carbs on hold just for a little bit until you start becoming more insulin sensitive, and when you start dropping more body fat and getting to that weight that you feel comfortable with. And it's temporary. These foods are not going anywhere, but your health and your life, your life isn't, what's the word? Rachel, what's the word? I'm having such a brain fart. She said unpredictable, but I know I can't think right now. Full-blown conversation with Rachel, just a little bit, and I couldn't think of it. But yes, your life isn't guaranteed. So there's no perfect time to start. And so if your health isn't where you want it to be, and you're unhealthy, start making these little sacrifices and cut out the crap, the carbs, the simple carbs. You don't need them right now. Your body has you have a lot of excess body fat. You need to teach your body how to use that type of fuel to fuel each day, because your body will tap into fat to be able to use it as an energy source. It works. I have clients that do it all the time that shouldn't be eating carbs because they're insulin resistant. So I have them carb cycling, and it works phenomenal. So if you have any questions about that, make sure you comment below, because I don't want to see you struggling, especially counting calories. I don't want you to count calories. If you're not stepping on stage, you shouldn't be counting calories. And if you do and you like that, and you're like me, I'm very data orientated, I like that, I like to know how much I'm eating, then cool. Well, then comment below and let me know what you're doing, and if you need help, I want to help. But you shouldn't count calories, and you should eat based on your goals right now. And if you are overweight, you should not be having carbs. You should be carb cycling. You should be eating lots of protein, fruits and vegetables. I forgot the specific number. This is a number that everyone knows, but you should be eating 1 gram per pound of your body weight in protein. And just do your best trying to get good source of protein, and don't try to stay away from a lot of supplements, protein powders, unless you're doing beef protein by design. You'll see it right here. Just try to keep it simple with your protein. Anything that walks or swims this earth, that's what you should be eating as a protein source. And then your fats, because fats help with brain, they help with hormones, and fats are, and I didn't really pay attention to this, but a fat and a fruit are avocados. So avocados, fruit, I didn't really know that. But fats, olive oil, any type of coconut oil. You could do any type of nuts, almonds, macadamias, pistachios, peanut butter. Like, if you're gonna do peanut butter, make sure it's like one that's not high in sugar, an organic one. I think they make one. But yeah, just do that, and then make sure that your vegetables are high. Like, you're eating a lot of vegetables because you're not eating carbs anymore, so you need to fill that. And yeah, vegetables are great too, to get you more in that alkaline state, which is going to help you burn body fat. And just remember, just stay active, be active. And yeah, we're going to go through a little bit more of this video. I'll probably talk about carbs as I train, and we'll go from there. But yeah, you're gonna get a workout too. I forgot what we're hitting because I gotta make my workout today. I gotta write it out, and because I'm starting a whole new macro cycle, so a 3-week phase. So I gotta look at what I'm doing for upper body day. It might be an incline press. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I'll see you at the gym. Okay, so having lunch. Welcome back to the video. Back at the gym. Lunch is ground beef, white rice, and I got some onions in there sauteed. Before we get into it, I just want to talk to you about, if you're eating a lot of protein, I highly recommend taking a digestive enzyme. So I'll leave the link in below for this one, particularly because there's 750 milligrams of HCl. So HCl is hydrochloric acid, which is one of the main stomach acids to help break down protein, and protein is one of the hardest foods to break down. So if your HCl is lowered, you're gonna have a hard time not just absorbing the food you eat, but also the vitamins and the minerals too. And how is HCl lowered? It's lowered due to physical stress, psychological stress, and just as we age. And then also with our diets lately, there's too much junk we're eating, so that's going to lower it too. So good enzyme. It's just going to help you get the most out of your meals. All right, before we train, because we're going to hit chest back today, I want to talk about carbs, just because that's what this video is workout, carbs. It's a vlog, right? Do my best. I like to use these analogies because you understand it better, and I believe in it. So not all carbs are equal. Yep, I said it. I don't believe in eating a lot of simple carbs, and I do. I enjoy them here and there, but to get the most out of your training, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in calories in, calories out, and this is why. So think of yourself as a high-end motor vehicle, so Lamborghini. When it comes to fueling that Lamborghini, are you going to put in a 87 octane low-grade fuel in that car and expect that Lamborghini to run on all cylinders? In my head, I know that thing ain't going to run as it should be. You know, top of the line on all cylinders, going as fast as heck, and you're getting everything out of that engine. I know if I put that poor quality of fuel in there, you're not going to get the most out of that car. So now think about it as in your body. Are you going to put in poor fuel and expect your body to perform on all cylinders and get the most out of that fuel and expect XY result? In my head, I know I'm not, and I feel it all the time when I know that my calories aren't the good calories where my body's going to utilize all of that fuel. It doesn't work like that. And also on top of it, tolerance, as in stomach. No one talks about it, but are you able to tolerate these foods that are processy? Are you having stomach issues? Because that's something that I look at too, is when I eat like that, I start having like gut issues, right? And then now my training suffers because now I'm feeling like shit. It's the same thing. So in my head, I want to eat things that are going to make me feel good, long-term, longevity, so more nutrient dense, And be smart about it. Yeah, I'm eating white rice here. Yes, it's a way better carb than cereal, you know, candy bar chips, pasta breads, way better. But I'm able to tolerate it too, and I'm able to utilize it when I train. So I'm more insulin sensitive, and I'm being smart about it. I'm about to train, and I'm gonna hammer this. I'm gonna have a great workout. I'm feeling it right. I just don't believe in calories in, calories out, because then if you're not my age, you're younger, you're able to tolerate certain things that I'm not able to tolerate anymore. As we age, we start to develop tolerances to things that aren't good to the body, and your body is an amazing machine. It tells you when things aren't right for you by having stomach aches. You know, you're not going to the bathroom right, and when you don't go to the bathroom right, that's telling you right there, should I continue eating those foods that are giving me that type of issue? No. For me, I know what foods not to eat based on just having that. Like for me, I can't have spicy food. I can't tolerate it, so I don't eat it. We're about to train finally, which is awesome. Just got done with clients, and we're gonna do pre-workout as always. You hear me talk about it if you've been watching. We always do essential aminos, electrolytes, creatine, and some more form of electrolyte, pink salt. So I just want to tell you, as you get to this point in the video, make sure you do, leave a comment below, subscribe, because it's just not only helping my channel, but my goal is to build a community of like-minded individuals that want to train hard, do things right, and have fun and feel good. So today's workout, we're gonna do chest and back, and I'm gonna film all the exercises, but it's not gonna be a huge, I'm not gonna film exercises back and forth. So I'm not gonna film my third set of my chest press. Film the first set so you see what I'm doing, and then we'll move on. So just want you to get an idea. And if you're looking for more workouts, just leave that in the comment below so I know what you're looking for. Dude, creatine's amazing because it's not only helps with increasing ATP production, but also it helps with focus, brain. So I recently started taking creatine when I'm doing more work on the computer, really having to use my brain and all that, or studying, learning more. It's a game changer. Creatine's great for you. So I'm doing creatine monohydrate. So been around for a long ass time. We're gonna take this pre-workout, then I'll do intro. Intro is gonna be essential aminos, hydration, and I'm just sipping on that during the workout. Cheers. All right, welcome to the good old voiceover. Of course, you see me. We're doing 3 exercises here right off the bat. Just warm up, just doing a lot of higher reps. I've been kind of trying to do different things to prepare myself for a bigger movement. So doing a extensor exercise followed by a retraction exercise, then followed by another extensor exercise, high reps, low weight, just trying to prepare the body for bigger movements, and just trying to get warmed up, get some blood flow, trying to feel the body out, and just making sure that nothing too heavy, because we don't want to be fatigued going into the first lift, which is A1 and A2. You're going to be seeing them grouped like that, and it's going to be coming up. But I want you to pay attention. So the first lift is going to be A1. Something that I've been prioritizing a lot more is when you hit incline bench, I want to make sure that your torso matches that angle of the bench, or you're not going to hit that proper part of the chest. So if you're really arching your lower back and ribs are popping out on an incline bench, you're going to be hitting more of a flat bench and hitting the pec that the flat bench would. So we want to make sure that ribs stay down, keep lower back down as much as possible on the incline bench, and you're going to start seeing that it's a lot harder, and you'll be hitting that upper part of the pec even more. So right now I'm doing a 3-0-3-0 tempo, which is great. It's total 6 seconds of work for 1 rep. I tried doing the best I can. 3 seconds lowering, which we call eccentric, and then 3 second concentric, which is on the way up. Make sure that you do warm up for this lift, particularly to finding that good weight for your first set. You could actually step load, so you could find weight that's close to that working weight, just so you could feel it out and making sure that you're not ego lifting. So you want to be consistent with that tempo. When you are, you're going to have that perfect weight where it's just enough, where it's hard, where you're able to get that hard set of 10 reps in. So make sure that you properly warm up. I usually start with a warm up of 5 reps, 3 reps, and then I'm kind of getting an idea of where I'm going to start. So something to think about. And now A2 is, you'll see me doing this pull down seated. I'm leaning away. I'm doing 3-0, 3-0 again, 3 second pull, 3 second back up, focus on really contracting the hell out of my back and making sure that I'm retracting first. And of course, it's an elbow flexion. It's an elbow flexion exercise. So biceps are going to get involved as well. They're going to assist in the movement, even though the prime lifter is my back. So now we're going to go into B1, which is sweet. It's a decline press. It's 1 1/4 rep. Make sure that you don't bounce out of that bottom. You go up for that quarter, come down smooth, and go right up, all the way up. Make sure you push within the angle of the bench. That's going to hit more of that area that you're trying to work. And I was doing a 3 second down, and then a pause, slight little pause at the top, and pushing all the way up. This is a fun lift, and I supersetted this with a antagonist movement, which is the opposite muscle group, which is back. So I did a cable row, pronated grip, medium grip, and I try to stay as tall as possible, making sure that I don't let my upper traps get involved, because I see a lot of times, especially in my clients, that when they do any retractor work, that upper traps like to elevate. So you want to keep those as down as much as possible during this movement. And during the movement, it is 3 second negative back. I did say 10 plus reps. That means if you hit 10 and you had more in the chamber, go for it, go for more. And if you do have to cheat a little bit, go ahead. And it's just cool. Focus on really squeezing that back, retracting first. So next one we're doing is a B3. It's an incline cable fly on a Swiss ball. I wanted to try something different here because I'm limiting it at my gym. I'm still in the works to get some different things at our gym. But this actually was really cool because I had to really focus on stabilizing myself, not falling off the ball, using my core. But I was able to still get a sweet chest contraction here during the fly. You want to make sure when you're doing the fly, a lot of people don't understand that you want to stabilize your shoulders by retracting your upper back as you go back, as you get a deep stretch in the chest, because we know the primary muscles are the pec, because that's what we're trying to train, but the movements, the muscles that are going to help stabilize the shoulders are the upper back, the back muscles. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that when you do any type of fly. And right here I'm doing a face pull, pronated grip, kind of pulling through my neck, making sure that my upper traps don't take over, even though any type of upright row movement like this is more of a horizontal upright row. It's a face pull. It's going to hit more traps, rhomboids and all that, so it's going to help you get more thickness on the upper back. Now this exercise right here, we got seated dumbbell external rotation, elbow in front. So elbow in front, body squared, shoulder blades further away from the spine, so the upper back muscle is going to work to stabilize that shoulder even more. You want to make sure when you're doing this, arm angle is in a 90 degree, and you're pushing your elbow through your knee as you rotate the shoulder. What I call, it's the humerus in the shoulder socket, your glenohumeral joint. You want to make sure that we're just feeling rotation the whole time, keeping the shoulder down, not letting the traps take over, and focus on externally rotating all the way through. It's such a great lift, and if you know your 1 rep max for your bench press, and I'm talking your true 1 rep max bench press, you want to be able to match that with this lift. So to be structurally balanced with your rotators to your bench press, because bench press is the mother lift, you need to be able to do 9.8% of your 1 rep max. And that's important. So if you're unable to do that 9.8% of your 1 rep max for a rotator lift, then you're really far off, then you should start focusing on that a little bit more. And if you have any questions about that, make sure you comment below. Something cool, because lifts, primary lifts like your overhead press, bench press, any type of pressing, dips, those lifts start to go up just because you strengthen your stabilizer muscles, which not a lot of people do, and you start seeing a lot of injuries because of that. Want to get to the next exercise, my favorite one, dumbbell lateral raises. We're doing standing. When you do this one, focus on dragging your knuckles across the floor and you're reaching out, trying to touch the walls on opposite ends. And go till failure on this one. I'd start doing partials here at the bottom, which is where the muscle's actually in its lengthened position. So it's going to allow you to get those medial delts firing a little bit more at the bottom range. So I hope you enjoyed the voiceover. Let's get right back to the video. Just got done with the workout. Workout was tough, especially first two exercises is A1, A2. That's just how we group your primary lifts. Incline bench and seated row. I wonder if you saw it, but my tempo was, I was trying to keep it as consistent as possible. It was 3 second negative and then 3 second concentric. And it was supposed to be a total of 60 seconds of work for one set. So it's a lot. My chest was super pumped and felt really good. So just make sure that you pick an appropriate weight for your first set. And if you're gonna step load, make sure that you are able to still keep that tempo 3030. And seated lean and weight pull down, same thing, 3030 means 3 seconds going up, 3 seconds going back down. Just be consistent. Rest periods between sets, you'll have it, but it's 90 seconds each. And then B1, B2, B3, B4. B1 was fun. You're gonna like that a lot if you haven't done it. 1 1/4 reps. Just make sure when you do that quarter rep that you're not going up that quarter and bouncing back up, because we don't want to create any of that elasticity effect at the bottom. So nice and smooth throughout the whole thing. Try to really contract your chest. Other than that, I hope you did enjoy in the video. You are, I shouldn't say that because you're going to see it already. But if you have any questions, let me have them. Other than that, I'm going to show you where I'm at physique-wise, just getting back into it, counting my calories again, eating with a goal set, as in just trying to keep my calories high. And yesterday I was able to hit 2,800 calories, so that was good. Hoping today that I'm consistent with that, keep it going. And yeah, just remember our talk in the beginning of the video. These things, carbs, are tools to get you to a point. So when I'm not trying to grow, I keep my carbs low, between 50 to 100 grams. Sometimes I won't even have carbs at all and just keep protein, fats, and all my veggies high. But again, you gotta understand what you're trying to achieve, and that will dictate the way you eat. Chest is feeling pumped. Just trying to build more of that upper chest. Overall, the entire chest. Shoulders, trying to get more of that medial head. Feeling good. Back.